Welcome to Royal Secrets. For Prince Andrew, King Charles III's reforms to the monarchy are well and truly over, according to a new allegation. The Duke of York, who was allegedly the Queen's favorite child, is unlikely to resume active royal life under King Charles III. According to recent allegations, Prince Andrew's time as a working royal will be fully and truly gone under the incoming monarch's royal reforms. While there have been allegations that the Duke has attempted to resume some of his previous responsibilities, a royal expert has stated that these efforts have been fruitless. Famously, it was said that Elizabeth II's favorite child was the Duke of York. But according to Nick Bullen, he won't be a part of the future of the monarchy. According to the co-founder of True Royalty TV, Prince Andrew's days as a working royal are officially finished. In the upcoming weeks and months, we won't be seeing much more of him. I don't think he is a part of the King's strategy for the future of the monarchy, Mr. Bullen continued. The King has made it very obvious that he wants a more condensed monarchy. He is concentrating on the direct heirs. Prince George and Princess Charlotte attending the burial served as a very obvious statement that this generation is the future. Earlier this year, the Duke of York had his military rank and use of the HRH style removed. This happened before his settlement with Virginia Giuffre, a U.S. accuser whom he has repeatedly rejected over the claims. In January, Buckingham Palace announced the Duke of York's military associations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen with her assent and acceptance. The Duke of York is representing himself in this matter as a private citizen and will keep refraining from performing any official tasks. However, Andrew was allowed to wear a military uniform while keeping watch by his mother's casket earlier this month. According to rumors, Charles himself may have given the order that led to this. Thoughts that this would indicate Andrew was about to return to a more important position in the royal family were quickly dismissed by royal specialists. Additionally, it has long been hypothesized that Charles III's monarchy would be more slimmed down than the one that came before it. The purpose of the conference, according to Charles, was to prevent Harry from being able to court the Queen. In April, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had a private meeting with King Charles III. Before Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had their visit with Queen Elizabeth II in April, King Charles III insisted that they meet. According to royal critic Katie Nichols' latest book The New Royals, the then Prince of Wales sought to prevent his younger son from sweet-talking the 96-year-old monarch. Ms. Nichols stated in an excerpt that was altered and published by Vanity Fair. Charles insisted on meeting Harry and Meghan before their audience with the Queen. One insider claimed that he wanted to ensure that Harry wouldn't be able to charm her in the same manner that Andrew had and persuade her to agree to anything without Charles's approval. The meeting with Charles, Camilla, the future Queen consort, Meghan, and Harry, according to Ms. Nichols, was more awkward than the one held later with the Queen and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. She stated that because the Sussexes were running late, Charles only had 15 minutes to spend with his son and daughter-in-law before he had to go for the Royal Monday service at Windsor Castle, where he was serving as the Queen for the first time. A few months after his previous visit to the UK, Harry was asked how it had been to see his grandmother again. He responded, "It was great. It was wonderful to see her again. It was lovely to be able to see her in some degree of solitude. Apart from those two occasions, I hadn't had the opportunity to travel back to the UK in a few years. One for the funeral of my grandfather and one for the unveiling of a statue of my mother. It was great being with her," he continued. Simply put, seeing her was wonderful. She's in excellent shape. She's always had a terrific sense of humor, so I just want to make sure she's safe and surrounded by the appropriate people. A few weeks later, when he traveled back to the UK with Meghan and their two kids to join the rest of the firm in celebrating the Platinum Jubilee, Harry had another face-to-face encounter with the Queen. The Duke and Duchess were in the country on September 8 when Her Majesty passed away because they were attending a variety of engagements associated with charities near and dear to their hearts. The Sussexes were able to instantly join the rest of the royal family in mourning thanks to this coincidence, and on September 10, they even went on a walkabout in Windsor with the newly crowned Prince and Princess of Wales. They saw flower offerings and notes for the late monarch together and expressed gratitude to mourning and royal admirers for their support. Prince Harry joined William and their 6 cousins for a 15-minute vigil at Westminster Hall as one of several public appearances made during the period of national sorrow. Meghan and Harry also attended the broadcast burial at Westminster Abbey and the subsequent committal service at Windsor Castle, when the Duke marched in the funeral procession alongside his father, brother, and other members of the firm. After the funeral, Harry and Meghan flew back to the US to be with their children. Harry also released a personal statement to mark the Queen's passing. "Granny, while this final parting brings us great sadness, I am forever grateful for all of our first meetings from my earliest childhood memories with you, to meeting you for the first time as my commander-in-chief, to the first moment you met my darling wife and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren," the Duke wrote in a letter posted on the website of the Sussex's organization, Archewell. "I treasure the times we have spent together as well as all the other precious times we have had. Not only by us, but by everyone in the planet, you are already dearly missed. We now honor my father in his new capacity as King Charles III when it comes to first encounter."